Welcome to the weekly Forex forecast for the 5th of January. A very warm welcome and a happy new year to everybody. Hope you had a great time and hopefully the volumes will pick up into next week so that we can get some trading going on. I'm going to quickly talk about gold on steroids first before we go on to the markets. And I'm going to list all the analysis for all the pairs so that you get a good flavour of what's happening into next week, even though I expect that volumes will be low. Before I do that, let me just jump into the news for next week. We can see that Monday we got some inflation figures at 3 p.m. GMT, so look out for that. That could cause volumes to be low into Monday the 5th of January. Nothing on Tuesday, so that could be a good trading opportunity without any interruption. Wednesday we've got more PMI inflation data. Thursday nothing really going on, and then of course Friday we've got the non-farm payroll figures. So we're back to normal. First Friday of the month is an important day because it's non-farm payroll day, where every trader in the whole wide world is waiting for that information. So just be aware of that. We'll be trading through these times if our charts agree. Back to gold, and we had a fantastic move on gold over the Christmas period, surprisingly. So congratulations, a nice 600 pip move there. We got a new entry here on gold, and we expect the price to go up to 43.89 as soon as Monday, actually, with all the troubles in Venezuela and other places going on. Gold is definitely a safe haven. Look out for price action. It's an important part of trading. This indicator here, special settings, is a great way to get into trades, especially if it's sitting on a very strong demand zone. Okay, so look out for that. Price cycle is an important factor to learn. If you don't know it, then let me know and I will teach you. But we can see that there is a potential for the price to fall. Actually, I mean, this for all intents and purposes is good. However, you look at this area here, 42.74, 42.80 is a very strong demand zone. So we could see the price do this and then fall down into this area. If it does that, that's fine. We'll be actually entering a new position at this while it takes everybody's stops out, and then it will fly. Gold is going to $5,000. Could happen fairly quickly. So just be aware that we are looking to buy gold into the next few weeks. The other thing I want to talk about is change of character. This is an important factor, especially with gold, because it's highly volatile, and we can see that whenever the price changes character, or get my big head out of the way, we can see that we have a change of character and the price falls. Let me align that up. We can see the Heikin Ashi candles on the left into a very strong supply zone. How do I know it's strong? Because it tells me that it's strong. It's sell power above 60 on a 30-minute chart. You can use the 15. It's totally up to you. Once you have change of character, there is a big move. Now we can see that as we headed into Friday afternoon, as volumes dropped, we did enter a position into this demand zone on the left, but there was no change of character. It's up to you whether you want to wait for that. It's a good idea if you do. If you're not used to trading, then just wait for the price to change character. When you actually get into a position, all you're doing is moving your stop to lock in the profits. This might not seem a lot, but that change of character there is worth 618 pips. Now, to get 618 pips in a Forex market, you would have to wait probably a month for a pair to actually make that kind of profit, if it ever does. So just bear in mind that if you want to be a successful gold trader, then it will make more money than you've ever dreamt of, but you will need to learn how to do it, and gold on steroids is the best way to do it. Now, in terms of the long position, this is what we're looking for. A couple of things for change of character. We need it to break this previous high here. So that's your change of character. So we've got indicators here that says buy, beautiful buy here, and it's above the 50 moving average as well on this demand area. Now this here, this red line here, is another resistance area, so bear in mind this could be a problem. But once it gets broken at 43.40 and above this area, 43.42 I think, then we can see the breakout up to 43.89 quite quickly on Monday. If it holds on to market structure, that's the key. So look out for that. If you're in long on gold, congratulations, we are making money. Okay, let's go into Forex and see what the hell's going on, if anything at all. Let's go to DXY first of all. I'm going to go through every pair just to give you my views, using my 35 years, 40 years of experience, just to give you my thoughts. I haven't seen these, I haven't seen most of these. So this is the DXY, currently 98.43, but there's a couple of things here that has been weak for several weeks, as you can see. So red candles, sell, 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 sell. Sell, 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 sell. All the sellers are in. As we can see here, the sellers are still in. So we could see this price go down to 97 around here before it actually starts to move back up again. If it does, then 99.83 is going to be your target. So we're going to have to wait for this to play out in terms of where the US dollar goes next. My feeling is weakness is probably likely, but we shall have to wait and see how the market reacts on Monday or whenever the inflation figures come out. Now the euro dollar has been rallying, it's not been doing much actually, but we had a big beautiful buy signal here above the 20 SMA, and then all the sellers came in, all the buyers came in, which is great. And whenever you see this combination of all green, then that's a good indication the price is going higher. I can see that the price is still holding above the 20 SMA, which is great news for you long traders, but not all the buys are in yet. It could happen quite quickly. If it does happen and the dollar weakens, then this will drive this higher to 11868. There's again the same kind of rally on pound USD. As the dollar weakens, then the pound USD goes up, the euro dollar goes up. That is the combination. On these advanced pro charts, we can actually see how clear it is in terms of direction, and with a daily chart you can actually get into the position and then just go and play golf, which is the perfect combination in my view. I've done a Fibonacci sequence here, so back down to 132.85 where we could see another rally. Aussie USD has an uptrend, as we can see clearly. This is the support zone here, 64.04, but there is a supply zone here up at 69, so 00, so look out for that. So further upside is highly likely. This is parabolic. What I mean by that is that all the buyers are in on the Aussie USD, so all you do is simply go down to the 4-hour chart and then look for a buy exactly the same way as you do with the daily. So this combination of parabolic trend will get you into the trend much simply. I pull back into this area, and then a big beautiful buy signal gets you into the move and then gives you that nice profit. Back to the daily. New Zealand is slightly different actually, showing a little bit more weakness. So, and this is in a long-term downtrend, so we could see the opportunity to sell the Kiwi and then head for 56.05 to be precise. The US yen is looking positive, but it's holding back a little bit. There's a bit of consolidation, sideways can call it consolidation really. So I think we are going to see a breakout above 157.87 is a good buying opportunity, and then heading for supply at 161. Could be a very nice move, that one. US Canadian, beautiful move south. Congratulations VIP members if you have this. This has been weak as the dollar weakens, of course, and I think if the dollar continues to weaken, we could see it down to 135.50. Equally, the dollar goes strong above the 20, then of course this could be an area to buy into as it heads for 141. But we're going to have to wait for this to play out, similar to the DXY really. Similar for the US Swiss, I've got a long position on it, but as you can see from the long-term position it's pretty much sideways. But if we go down to the 4-hour chart, we can see what's going on. We can see that it's above the 20, holding up above the 20 as well, so stronger to 80.37 possibly. Now on to the yen futures. The yen futures dictates the direction for the yen pairs. Makes sense? If you've got a weaker yen futures, then the pairs go up. That's the combination. We've seen that, haven't we, in the last few weeks? Price has simply tumbled a little bit and all the sellers are in, so the price comes down, and a beautiful, beautiful sell signal. Now the price is holding on to this demand zone here at 64, so we're going to have to wait and see where this goes next. I think if we do see a break above 65.26, then it could hit 66.58. If it does go up, then of course all the yen pairs will tumble, and that's a good trading opportunity. Saying that, I've got a short position on the Swiss yen. It's not parabolic to the downside, but it's a correction, a reversal on the reversal charts if you've got those, and so the price is highly likely to come down to a significant support zone here of 194.83, but I think it's temporary. Similar situation for the yens. I'll go through these yens. You can see these beautiful buy signals here. If you are not willing to spend more time on the charts every day, if you just want to spend 10 minutes a day on the charts, you can with these charts, and then you can just let it go, let it go, let it go, and come back a couple of days later and move your stop and lock in some profits. You can just hold it on this buy signal, and then you can close it on when you get a red dot up here somewhere. Simple as that. Hold, 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 hold until you get a red dot. Flicking through the yens, you can see the buy signals, beautiful. New Zealand yen, buy signal. Now mixed, of course, pulling back, but we do expect the price to come back up and head for 91.92 once the yen futures contracts goes short. Has to go weaker, of course, for this to drive this higher. Pound yen, beautiful move here. If you have the advanced pro charts and you wait for it to move above the 20 SMA and all the buyers are in, all the buyers are still in, all the buyers are still in, you've got 838 pips there. Now into the Swiss franc futures, a bit of a rally here, which was good on this daily chart, but not really clear about where it goes. 128.48 was the target, still the target, so I think it still will go up to that kind of area. Flicking through the Swiss pairs, yeah, this is an opportunity here on the Euro Swiss. We've got a sell here, and we've got all the sellers in, so I think this is going to 92. There we are, nice round number there, somewhere just above there would do. So if you're looking to trade it, all you need to do is just go to the 4-hour chart. Beautiful sell signal. Just sell it and then work out your figures. Just go short here. Just make sure you've got 2 to 1. There's your 2 to 1 there. Canadian Swiss doesn't really tell us much. We've got buyers stepping in a downtrend, sitting on the 20 SMA. Not worth watching, to be honest. Canadian Swiss, I mentioned this a week or two ago, and the price came down. Beautiful sell signal here. So you could be short on that one here. I'd prefer to see it below the 20, to be honest. That is a nice trade there, heading for 44.90. Possible move south on the pound Swiss. See how it's in a downtrend to 103.98. As it's fallen from this supply zone, so further continued downtrend is highly likely. But in order for that to be valid, we do need to see the price break that channel, and then we want to see all the sellers in this area here. Once it all goes red, it tends to go down. If it all goes green, it tends to go up. Silver, well, if you've been buying silver, congratulations. This is a beautiful move on the advanced pro charts. Beautiful buy at $49.50, and it just flew out the window literally, and now we can see it's consolidating now. So I think it hit our target of 60.26. Congratulations if you held on to that. Further upside is highly likely. FTSE 100, a beautiful buy signal here a couple of weeks ago, well, back in November now, above the 20 SMA with all the buys in, heading higher for now to 10,188. Aussie 200, I did mention this before. Just dial down to your 4-hour chart and see where it's at. So this is the situation here. So beautiful consolidation, and this is what we call a bull flag. So we can see that this channel, let's do a bit of a channel thing here. So we've got a bull flag here, and any kind of break, it probably will come down to a support zone before it goes up. Your target is 8,000. Well, let's put it a bit lower actually. 8835 is the number. The other indices are not doing anything at all. Just flicking through. This is one, the Euro Canadian, I've got my eye on. It's not perfect by any means, but it is a reversal double bottom on a lower time frame. So I do expect the price to go higher into next week, and we can see that going into the supply zone. If it hits target, then great. Not a massive move expected. Most of the miners are doing nothing. This is the pound New Zealand. I did mention in the VIP room a couple of weeks ago that this is going to go higher. I did spot that all the buyers are in. All the buyers are in. And a beautiful buy signal here above the 20, and price going to 23,450. Similar situation for the New Zealand, Euro New Zealand. All the buyers have stepped in. I did do a blog on this last week when I was a bit bored, and going to 20603 or 20600 is highly likely. So this is one to buy now at your own risk. Check in on the 4-hour chart. We can see that there is some consolidation, but just the buyers are still there. So you might see the price come down a little bit, and then you get another buy signal. So look out for that in the week if you have the Advanced Pro charts. One more, the pound, euro pound. We've gone long on this on a very strong support line, but you can wait for change of character. You can wait for the buyers to come in. I've drawn a bull flag here, and we can see that any kind of break of this bull flag is going to give us, well, let me stretch it, will give us a break, and then heading for 88.45. So welcome to 2026. I hope 2026 is going to be a fantastic year for you, and I hope you're going to enjoy my analysis for the next 12 months.